when I hear something like this, there's some things I want to know. How much does it cost? Can I do it? And exactly what do I have to do?
Right.
First of all, the software to do this is going to cost you $25 for 6 months. You can make as much money as you want, as many times as you want during that 6 months. If you want to save money and you're a value shopper, you can go ahead and join for 12 months. And that's $40. The next thing I want to know is, what do I need to do? You need to go through our training class so we can teach you how this works and show you more in depth. And the first thing that you're going to learn is that you need to share this with 2 people. Do you know 2 people that have a house payment?
Yes.
Everybody does. And so you share this with them. We ask you to share it with 10 people and watch the video with them, just like we're doing right here. We're watching the video with you. You're going to share that with 2 people that have something that they'd like to do with money. Their job is to share it with 2 more people. Somebody who wants to get a house usually share it with other people that want a house, but they can have their own project. You don't have to have the same project. We don't care what you do with the money. The project is up to you as long as it's legal and moral, ethical. And then you share it with 2 other people, and then the other person shares it with 2 other people. And when you do that, you've just qualified yourself to do it again. You don't have to pay for it again. If you paid $700 to join the home payoff program, then you're in it over and over and over again automatically. No more money out of pocket.
It's amazing.
But you're going to receive money. And the way that works, I'm going to demo for you. But that's what we do. Now, I want to go one step farther with this. This is called a grid. And I want you to notice there's only 6 open positions here. Only 6 donations. And we call them donations because people give the money and they send a card and say, hey, hope your house payment's going well, and see you next month. And we send it, and it's called a peer-to-peer. That means we pay each other. We send them money directly to them. The company doesn't hold it. We send it to them. We send them a thank you card. We can send them a birthday card to find out their birthday. It's a good interaction type company. We get to know the people we work with, because you're going to receive the same money from people almost every month. So we fill the grid up. If you want to bring in somebody else here, you can't do it. Why?
Because the grid's full?
The grid's full. There's nowhere to put anybody. But as soon as that last person comes in, the person down there that wanted to increase their income, actually the student loans came in last. The student loan comes in. As soon as that comes in, you get a new spot. You don't pay the $25 again, because that's good for 6 months or a year. 2 things are going to happen. One, you've got other people you've talked to that want to come in. I talked to some sports people, and I like working with sports groups because they're doing fundraisers all the time. Anybody who does a fundraiser would be interested in this. And the reason for it is this. The money's going to be given. So all of the kids, the parents in the Little League are going to donate to the Little League. But in return, they're going to be able to have their own project, no matter what it is. If you put in a church wants to, let's say they want to start a soup kitchen, okay? Or last year we supported an overseas ministry. Whatever it is they want to do, they can use that money for. And so they came in. Now, this is a follow me system. So the people who came in here before, when they finish their grid, like I finished mine, they're going to come back and they're going to follow you. Even though you have somebody else here, it's okay, because they're going to follow you all the time. Now I've got how many people following me? 8.
8, right.
The first 6 I invited and 2 more. But when the Little League invites somebody, they're going to fall under either the debt or the house payment people. And so it's people helping people. Now I have people ask me, is this a pyramid? No, it's not. It's not one of those pyramid things, because this grid just filled up again. What happened when it filled up?
Then I got a new grid.
I get a new grid, and I get to do it again. Let's say that you don't want a house payment. You got a house that's all paid for, but you wouldn't mind paying your cell phone. Okay, you can get started for $40. That's the least thing it would cost you to have a project. And your project is to get a cell phone. Now, our job is to teach people how to do this. Because why do you want a cell phone? Well, because cell phones are used more than anything to tell other people about this. We share it with our cell phone. They get it, they watch the video, and they go, wow, just like you're watching it. You're going to donate $40, $20 to 2 people. You're going to receive $120 from that $40. Your project is going to receive $80. So would $80 a month pay for your cell phone? For most cell phones, yes. The answer is yes, it would. So now you've got $80 for your cell phone. $40 goes to re-enter you because next month you're going to have another cell phone bill. But we're going to show you how to use your cell phone to make this work. Can you tell me on the internet something that tells you people are having birthdays, people you don't even know? What is it?
Social media.
Social media tells you all the time it's somebody's birthday. You take your phone, you send them a birthday card. We're going to show you how to do that. You send them a birthday card. You wish them happy birthday, and you say, I've got a gift for you. Take a look at the link below, watch the video, and if you like what you see, you can go ahead and enroll, and we'll be able to share with you also. One more thing just happened. That cell phone now becomes a tax deduction because you're using it for business. So not only are you going to save money on your payments and your interest, you're going to save money on your taxes. Did you know that 1/3 of the money that people pay every year on their debt, 1/3 of the money every year that they pay on debt
Is what?
is debt?
Oh,
If you-
1/3. Okay, so 1/3 of the money they
That
expend.
you pay out, that you spend every month
okay.
goes to pay off debt. So if you pay off the debt and you do it our way, you don't have any debt because we're prepaying everything. Grid number 2 is $80. Now there's 2 things you can do. You can join all at once for $120, come in as a 2-star. That means you've got 2 grids. So we call it 2-star, 1-star, 2-star, so we know where people are because we can help them better when we know where they are in the process. You're going to have a cost of $80 to join this grid. You're going to receive $240. And this one here, $240 is going to go to your project. And you get to keep $120. So we double our money. Make sense?
Okay.
When you step up to grid 3, you have 2 choices. You can take $150 out of that $240. Take $150 and you can step up over here. Or you can join right away and you can enter the 3-star all at once for $270 plus the $25, correct?
Okay.
You're going to receive $540. This is great for the person that wants to pay off their credit cards. You can make extra payments. Because if we're making the house payment, what are you going to do with the money you were paying on the house?
Oh,
You can retire
I'd figure
debt.
out somewhere else to use it.
You pay off debt.
Right.
Become debt-free. Now, let's talk about the one I'm excited about the most. How many people live in a home? Most people. Can't say anybody anymore because there's a lot of them living on the streets, okay? But for most people, the average house payment's $1,040. It's going to cost $570 to join plus the $25. That's why I said $700 is less than that. But you're going to receive $1,140 every time you fill up that grid. Now, you don't have to fill it. You're going to invite 2 people, and they're going to invite 2. The next month, they automatically follow you again when they fill their grid up. So you're going to receive money from the same people. You already know them. This isn't a program where you're going to bring in thousands and thousands and thousands of people to be able to do this. You bring in 6 who do the same thing, and you're on your way. And because it's self-funded, you don't have to take money out of your pocket. That is automatically here. It's already done. You just have to go in there, and by the way, you can stop anytime. You can quit anytime. So it's not something you're locked into. You decide you don't want to do it anymore. Then you say, I don't need that money anymore. Then you can stop at any time. Grid 5, I want to show this one to you here a little bit.
Somebody who wants to fund their retirement quickly, whatever.
Instead of spending $600 to step up to grid 5. Let's say that you want to keep working on that house. This is what you're going to receive. You're automatically going to be renewed, right? Now you've already invited 4 people yourself. So that means you're going to go ahead and fill this up faster. But if you go out and invite 2 more people, how much is it going to cost you to do that?
Nothing?
That's right. You've already re-entered.
Right.
So if you happen to invite more people, all you're going to do is, instead of receiving this amount of money, you're going to receive twice that. So if you invite 2 more people, you're going to receive $3,400. So it'll just keep growing. Now you can take $600 of that and step up. What you want to do is you want to stay ahead of the people that you're inviting. If you invite a business person that wants to sign up for this business plan, Double Diamond, he can do that, but you're not in it. So what do you think is going to happen to that $600?
It's going to go to whoever's in the grid.
In that grid, that's right. 2 things can happen. You can go ahead and enroll when you know you've got somebody that wants to do that.
Right.
And that way you'll receive that $2,340. Or you can wait and do it for the next month out of what you receive. So you're not going to lose the money. You just lose it for 1 turn. And that's because you didn't choose to step up. Okay? You want to stay a step ahead. But if somebody comes in and you go, where'd they come from? Well, the person I invited came in, so I didn't, they came in and that's what they chose to come in with. We have people coming in at that level, and there's 8 different grids. They can come in with any amount of money that they want. Professional people like to flip houses. You can flip houses with this money. And you can fund yourself. So let's go ahead and take a look at these other grids so that you understand how they work. This is grid 6. And take a look at this monthly income. If you say, hey, I'd like to be full-time, that's a full-time income for most people. If you say, I'd like more money full-time, then become a professional. Really get into helping people doing this and teaching them how. I'm here every day teaching people how to do this. We're here to help you grow, help you to support your business. How much can you make? Here you're looking at $19,000. What if you have 3 people doing this? What have you just done? You've tripled that. There's nothing limiting to you to how far this is going. And one of the things that's amazing to me is first 2 months when this company got started, there was just a handful of people in it. We had people from 117 countries join. Over 18,000 members. We paid each other $1.4 million.
Wow.
Was received, all in donations. But today, 1 month later, we just had our 100th day. We are now in 143 countries. We paid double that, over $3 million to our members, and that's going to expect to double every month.
Wow.
So it's a great opportunity, and the thing is, it's a cooperative. Now, a lot of people don't know what a cooperative is, but there's over 400,000 co-ops. You go down the country road, and you see a big silo, okay, or a thing that's got a bunch of tubes going to it, okay? What is that?
A cooperative.
It's a cooperative. One of the farmers got together and they said, "Look, we're gonna get us our own processing here, so we store our stuff to take us through the winter and feed our animals and everything, or sell, whatever." So they do that, and there are 400,000 cooperatives. The oldest one that I'm aware of goes back to 1930. So what we're talking about is not a new idea. It's not a new concept. When people headed west, their wagon broke down. They said, "You know what? I kind of like this place here. You know, I kind of like Arizona." And so they stayed in Arizona and they built a house. Another one comes by and they meet, and the wagons come by and they say, "Hey, I'm going to build a town here. You want to stay?" "Yeah, we're really tired." All right. And so they say, "Well, look, we'll help you build your house." The pioneers helped each other build their houses, build their barns. So let's say that there's a dozen people to come in. And then all of a sudden somebody says, hey, I'd like to stay. And you say, well, look, you've got 6 people ahead of you. We're going to help build their houses, but if you want to help do that, then we'll put you on the list and you'll be next. And say they do it. Do you know that's still going on today? Can you tell me who does that today?
The Amish.
The Amish and somebody else. Habitat for Humanity does that.
Right.
People help people build a house, and then they say, we're going to help you build one. But they want you to have experience in taking care of the house. You know how it works because you helped wire it. You didn't do the electrical work. They have an electrician for that part. They have to pay how to do some of that stuff because if it's your house, you're allowed to do it. That's what it is. It's a cooperative program. And if this sounds to you like it makes sense and you want to know more about it, get back with the person that invited you and say, hey, how do I get started? I really like what I just saw here. This is our office where we have our meetings, but we also rent meetings out for people who want to have their own meetings. There's people who like to teach. There's other people who say, I don't want to do what you just did at all. You don't have to. You only need to share this with 2 people who do the same thing. And it's that simple. Get back with the person that invited you and say, hey, how do I get started? What do I need to do next? And we'll walk you through the steps. It's very simple. You join first. Then you want to go ahead and you want to set up a way for people to send you money. And we teach you how to do that. And it's all done. It's a process. Anytime you want to stop, you can. Anytime you want to invite somebody else, you can. There's nothing hindering you except for whatever you want to do. So let them know you're ready. They'll share with you what to do next. Thanks for being with us. You have a great day, and we'll look forward to seeing you or hearing from you.